Hello, David Sweeney here. I just want to talk about Quervain's tenosynovitis, which is wrist pain right across here. So if I lift up the hitchhiker's muscle like this, you can see those two tendons, and that's actually called the anatomical snuff box, and the pain is going to be in around that area. So we put the thumb down, close the hand around it, stretch away, and this is called Finkelstein's test. And if that's really painful across here, it's very likely you have this tendonitis. So I've had this for about 4 weeks now, maybe slightly longer. It's getting a lot better with the self-treatment I'm doing. And it's because I play a bit of an instrument, and this left hand has taken a lot of repetitive strain. So the muscle actually comes from here and all the way down into the forearm, right through here. And that gets really overworked with this repetitive pinching and grasping movements, and it becomes quite painful to do those. Also, you get a locking sensation here, or a stop and go type feeling when you're trying to move the thumb. It can be unbelievably painful, and really what happens is this gets super tight and puts a lot of tension on the tendon as it wraps underneath this band. There's a band of tissue around the wrist that keeps it all together, and those tendons need to get under that. And because it's like a tunnel, they have to get underneath. All that friction from the tension on the muscle causes lots of inflammation and swelling and adhesion, and then that creates that locking or stop and go sensation in the thumb, and a lot of pain when you're trying to use it. So how do we treat it? Let's get into it. Right, so really what we want to do is identify where that muscle goes down into the forearm, and what you can do is just simply raise the thumb and you'll feel that muscle start to work. And this is hard work, right? There's a lot of work here, but basically I'm going to cross friction through the muscle. You can actually see the thumb moving a little bit there as I pull through that muscle. And I'm trying to keep that arm as relaxed as possible and pick out where the problem lies, okay? And right up in here, there's a lot of trouble. And if I bring my forearm close to my chest, it makes this arm a little bit stronger to do the work. So this is called cross friction massage, all the way down, all the way through that muscle. And then of course I can lengthen the muscle, lock it down and stretch away. Lengthen the muscle, pressure down, lengthen, pressure on, pull away, lengthen, pressure on, pull away, lengthen, pressure on, and pull away. It is a lot of work, so you might need to go to someone for that, like a massage therapist or physio or physical therapist, or sometimes I'll do that for you, but it is a lot of work, so sometimes you do need someone to spend a bit more time on it, all the way through this forearm muscle here. And that's going to relieve tension, right, off these tendons, and tendons are ropes. The muscle does the work, and the tendon is just like the rope. But the rope coming through this tunnel gets really inflamed because of the pressure, and just because of the adhesion, or sorry, the friction and pressure that it's under, and it causes lots of inflammation. So just doing that, the thumb actually feels better. The Finkelstein test has started to feel better already just from doing that short bit of work. But obviously I need to spend a lot longer on that, go a little bit harder on it. That will make a big difference. Now, something else I've been trying is pressure and lifting. Pressure, lift, pressure on and lift, pressure on and lift. And it's almost like I'm trying to help the tendon ride through that tunnel, but this hasn't been as helpful. And I can do a side movement as well. This hasn't been as helpful for me, and sometimes it just irritates it a little bit. So yeah, pressure on and lift, pressure on and lift, pressure on and lift. What I can do here as well is do the Finkelstein's type test position, lock down, slide forwards, lock down, slide forwards, pressure on, forwards, pressure on, forwards, pressure on. And as you can imagine, I'm trying to get that tendon to come up and over. But what's really been nice, I find really helps, is trying to grip the thumb like that, and then do a little circular movement as I stretch down. So, by the way, I don't like to grab the thumb because when I grab the thumb, yeah, it's an easier task to do a little kind of circular movement while I'm pulling down. So imagine the tendons are being pulled down and getting a little circular movement as I do that. I don't like to just pull on the thumb because this joint here, see the thumb joint here, right there, that can get really overstressed and overstretched. So don't do that. My recommendation is to actually try to grasp the whole thenar eminence, this whole part, because there's a nice bone structure here, and then we're getting into the wrist bones right here. But if you can grab this, you're not going to impose a lot of stress on those delicate, especially that joint there. It gets a lot of work, so I don't want to mobilize that too much. What I want to do is grip here. I know this is hard work, and just stretch. There's the motion, stretching away, just trying to add a little circular movement on the down stretch. Very good. So what you might find is this is a bit irritated after that, so you can pop ice on it and just stick with it. It's hard work. It takes a long time to recover, but I have to say it's really starting to feel a lot better, and I was able to play the instrument a little bit again last night, which was I played for an hour, and it is a bit worse today, but it's actually not too bad. So if you have any questions about it, please pop them in the comments below and let me know, and definitely would love to help you with it. So thanks for watching, and speak to you soon. Bye bye.